Hi, it's Mark the Land Rover. Thought I'd give you a quick update on what I've been doing. So I got a NATO hitch, so that's on the back now. And what I've got to do now, so all we've done here is made sure it fitted. So I've refurbed it and painted it, obviously. I've got a new chain to go on there to lock that pin down, because that pin moves up. I've got different bolts for these, because these are A2s, are they? Yeah, these are A2s, so I've got to get engineering bolts for here. Then put a stiffener plate behind there, then put a stiffener plate behind the cross member, and then put two angle iron strengthened bars underneath, so to keep it neat and tidy, so it doesn't hang down. And then we've got the electric sorted as well, so we've got a 13 pin, whatever you call it, connector, tow bar connector. So that's all hooked up and wired up and working and done. And so that was a job we've just done this week. And then in the back, what I've done is, we've got my Zarges box and we've rubbed it down, got it back to aluminium, and she's a bit, the wood's a bit battered because it's I think 1972, this box. And we've got the right colour straps on it, so we've got ratchet straps holding her down so she doesn't go anywhere. So she's pretty solid, and she's waterproof as well because it's got an overlip lid, and she's lockable as well, so it's pretty secure in there. You know, so that's pretty good. So I'm chuffed with that. And then we've got a side box which I refurbed a while ago. I think this, and I put a new lock on it, so we could lock it. And inside here, what I'm doing is, I'll just show you because we've done part of it. If I can get it up. So inside here, we've got a hole in that end, and then we've got the heater. This is a diesel heater, and we've got to put a hole in this end yet. The box is screwed down and solid, but then the heater's solid. That's all mounted. And what that does, there's a fuel tank. The fuel tank was going to go there, but it's not now. So I'll put that down a second. The fuel tank is going to go under here. So it's going to go in that gap there. Just a couple of gallon fuel tank, nothing big. I'm getting one made up out of aluminium. And then what happens with this is it will the hot air will come out of here and then go directly through, actually down there, through into the cab. So it will blast hot air into the cab, and then there's a T-piece on here which has got a valve on it which takes the hot air back all the way back here and back out to the truck, you know, the overland trailer, which will be behind the truck. So that's what we're going to do with that eventually. We've only got part of the job done so far, but I've painted her the right colour, so she's below the you know, the level, so you can't quite see her from when you're driving along. And then what I've done is we've wired up the front dash. So now we're not having an in-car stereo because she's you know, because she's an open-top vehicle. I don't want an in-car stereo because I can get nicked. So what we've done here is we've wired up these dash. These are USB charging points. So we've got one cable for a recharge, you know, to keep a speaker charged, and this one is for the sat-nav, which sits on the windscreen up there. And obviously it comes out the vehicle when we're not in it and stuff, so it's pretty secure. I need this little flap over here to cover my wires over, because this is all now wired in and working, so that's pretty good. And then the next job was doing the doors. So you might have seen previous videos where I've had the doors with soundproofing on, and now we've got a canvas pockets which fit pretty well, and the handles. Now the original handles on these types of doors, this bit went behind this lip, but when you put the canvas on, you can't fit it behind, so I fitted it in front, which is actually pretty good. Oh, the blooming paint's go off there, can't believe it. Never mind, we'll give that a scrub and get some paint on there. So that's, I'm quite chuffed with them. They're quite, they look kind of quite nice. Yeah, so that's canvas door cards. Again, same one in the, I'll go over there. Same one in the passenger side and the driver's side. And then I managed to find the rubber footwell things. So I've rubber footwelled, these are rubber mats for the footwells. So I've got these side pieces. I glued the other one on the other side and it fell off, so I've got to glue it properly. So I was trying to do it in the rain and stuff, so I've got to do that properly again. But apart from that, that's actually all right. So I'm going to change the mirror, because the mirror, this side mirror is a cheapy Chinese one, and it's just rubbish. It's the worst mirror I've ever seen. It doesn't stay still at all. And so that's looking actually all right. She's brilliant to drive. She's like, you could use her as a daily car. I mean, I must admit, it's only a toy, this one, but she's starting to look pretty good. I don't know if I put it on a previous video. We did the wheel studs. So we put longer wheel studs because we've got Wolf wheels on the back. well, we've got wolf wheels all the way around, so we've put the longer studs on, and she's looking pretty good. She's doing all right. She's done about 1,500 miles now, and she's got her own little parking spot all in there. So yeah, we're quite chuffed with her. She's quite nice. Everyone's got a Land Rover story. Everyone wants to talk to you about it and have a look inside and stuff, and the touch stuff. And because it's an open top, people stop you at traffic lights and tell you what a nice car it is. So it's quite good. So for the winter, what we're going to do, because it's a lifestyle vehicle, I think, and I mean, I like open top vehicles, but for the winter, we've got a front hoop, and I need a second hoop. This is going to stay there. Second hoop, which is thicker than Land Rover, and then a rear hoop, and then we're going to put a canvas top on her for the winter, and that's where the diesel heater will come into its own, because it'll keep all of the whole of the inside blisteringly warm. So that's the idea for the winter. So she's a lifestyle vehicle. So that's the Land Rover so far. Hope that helps. If you get stuck or anything, or you want some help with one, we know quite a lot about Land Rovers now, because this is, we call a trigger, because she's had just about every nut and bolt taken off and renewed and changed and swapped out and stuff. Oh, and I lock wide my lovely little neat bit of lock wire on my wheel nuts, just to make sure they don't come off. We silenced virtually every kind of crank and creak. Just seeing if that's loose there, that bolt. No, it's not loose, it's all right. So we've got no kind of noise as we drive along, which is pretty good. We did have a clunk at the front because we built the shock absorbers wrong. We put the washers on the wrong side of the mount, but we stripped them down, or Andrew stripped them down a couple of weeks ago, put them together right, and now it hasn't got a clunk. It just drives like a normal car. It's quite fantastic. Keeps up with traffic well, and it's a bit of a pleasure to drive. So anyway, my name's Mark. Next video might be with the trailer, because on the back of here I've put a NATO hitch on, because I'm going for a Penman trailer, which is a more modern military trailer. It's a British Army trailer, obviously built by Penman, and it's got disc brakes on it. And then I'm going to take the tub off, then cut the tub up and use it as the floor of the overland trailer. And then we're going to extend the trailer and using the same box section as the trailer's made out of. And then we're going to build a frame with, I think we're using a company called CV or CRV. They're going to build the box for me, so it's actually an overland trailer that you can sleep in. So that's what we're kind of doing next. So I'll keep it on the same channel so you can see the development of it. Naturally, it'll be, it'll be painted Keswick green and look sort of matching. And I'll try and do some sort of thing to make it look like a Land Rover-y type trailer. Not exactly sure what, but yeah, we'll see how we get on with that. All right, my name's Mark. See you soon.